Hi there, my name is Baruch. I hope you are well and you remember me. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic which I've titled 5 Actions to Undertake. We are speaking about business and entrepreneurship. Obviously, these 5 actions to undertake is for success in your business. So, in my previous video, I spoke about knowledge, skill, tools, and technique. I said that these were very important factors for success in entrepreneurship or business. Today, we'll try to develop this new topic about the actions that need to be taken for success in any business. You know, actions are very important in life. Everything that happens around us because someone took action. Whatever happened in the past, some people had to take actions. Whatever is happening now, some people are taking actions. It goes the same for business. There are actions that one needs to undertake if they want to succeed in their business. And another thing to know is that the bridge between your imagination, your wishes, your thoughts, your dreams, and their fulfillment is the action that you can undertake. So actions can turn dreams into realities. Actions can turn ideas into something tangible. So I'd like us to keep that in mind. Success in entrepreneurship also lies in the actions that a person can undertake before launching the business, or actions that one can undertake while running an existing business. So now, to tell you about these 5 actions, I'm going to number them quickly before we dive deep into each one of them specifically. So you'll need to undertake these 5 actions if you are to succeed in business. The first one is building your personal capacity. You need to build yourself up. That's the starting point. You, the promoter, you who have the idea, you who have the drive to start that business, you need to build yourself up with knowledge regarding business. That is the first action that will need to be taken. The second action will be you deepening your knowledge. You will have to deepen your knowledge, especially with regard to specific businesses that you want to engage in. You will have to deepen your knowledge. You can't go to business, or you can't start doing something without having a deep knowledge in that particular thing or that particular activity. It's very risky to do such things, because when you don't have a deep knowledge, it means there are so many factors that you cannot control, which makes your risks very high in whatever you're undertaking. So the second action that you'll have to take is to deepen your knowledge. If you want to start selling fat cakes, for instance, deepen your knowledge on how to sell fat cakes, right? And then the third action that you'll have to undertake is study the market study or market research. You will have to find out, you will have to understand the market in which you want to distribute your product or your service, the market or the location in which you want to make your product or service available. That will be your third action to take. Of course, we will elaborate deeply on each one of these actions. The fourth action that you'll have to take is to elaborate an operational plan. You can't go to war without preparation. You can't start that business without planning how you'll operate it. If you'll be selling some stock, you need to have a plan in place. For instance, where will you get your fund? Where will you be selling your stock? What will your storage be? Who will be doing the work? How will you source your equipment? How will you deliver your product to your client? Such questions need to be answered in your operational plan, and you need to have it in place before you can kickstart your business. Or at least you need to have it in place. If you already have a business that is running but which is not successful, you can always step back a bit and do things properly. And then the last step, if it's a business, it's a new business, it's a new idea, or it's a new venture, the last step will be for you to actually launch it. And remember, this last step is also very important, and it will be a continual process. When you launch a business, that will be just the beginning of your hard work, of your effort, and most importantly, of your assessment. Once you launch that business, you need to make sure that you make procedures in place to assess its progress, to make sure that it is going forward, to make sure that you are succeeding in it. So those are the 5 actions that I'm talking about in this series of videos. Now today I just want us to elaborate a bit more on the first action, which is building your own personal capacity. You need general knowledge about business first of all. Soldiers don't just go to the battlefield. They train first. They know what to expect. They know how to use weapons. And even if they know how to use weapons, when they are going in a particular war zone, they need to be briefed on what to expect. Same goes for medical doctors. They don't just wake up one morning and they start treating people. They undergo training, they acquire knowledge. Same goes for engineers. So entrepreneurship or business does not make any exception to that. It's the same thing. You need to acquire general knowledge first about business. Businesses in general, actually. In your environment, any business that you're exposed to, learn to know as much as you can. Make a way to know as much as you can. Find all the ways around business operation before you can actually move to the next step. Why? Why do you need to build your personal capacity? Because this is the stage where you will acquire general knowledge and have a focus on a particular type of business, or on a particular industry, on a particular area or field or domain of operation, of business operations. You need that. This will help you make the right choices when you want to pick which type of business to do. If you are someone who wanna do business and survive on that every month or every week, to pay school fees, to pay rent, to buy food and pay your bills, then you may need to go for a business that gives you return on investment on a short term. But if that's not your case, you are an employee somewhere, for instance, you earn a salary and you will not be surviving on the business that you want to start, then you can choose to go for a long-term return on investments like business. So you see, when you get all this kind of knowledge, it will help you start right, make the right choices, make the right decision, be in the right industry at the right time, and do the right things, so that after a certain period of time you can indeed see progress in what you are doing as a business. So today I just wanted to emphasize on this first action. By the time you are done doing this, you will be able to actually decide which business or type of business you want to undertake, and you will have a better chance to do the right pick, the right selection based on the knowledge that you would have received before moving on to the next step. One will ask me, how will I build my own capacity? How will I learn about these businesses? There are many ways of learning. You can learn through people. You can learn through experiences. When you have a chance or an opportunity to learn through people, just make sure that you are learning from the right people. People that are trustworthy and people who are experienced. You can learn from someone who's trustworthy, someone who's running even a very small business. But if they're efficient at doing that, then that's the right source you can get some information from, the knowledge from, if you ask the right questions. Then if you can find someone who's trustworthy and also experienced, that's even better. But what I recommend in my experience is to learn through doing. If you find yourself in a business environment, for instance, if you're an employee, your workplace is the best place to build your personal capacity in terms of business. Wherever you find yourself, make yourself useful and learn. That is the first step, and that is the easiest way to build your personal capacity. For instance, myself, I learned about business long time ago from a young age, because we had a bakery in our family and we were all involved, even though we were young. You know, this is not just about making bread. It's a whole long chain of activities. You have to buy the supplies, you need to make the bread, you need to transport it, you need to take it to the marketplace or to the place of selling it, or this distribution center, and all those kind of things. And that was for about 10 years, for a decade. It helped me build some capacity when it comes to business in general. Because remember, with that business, it was not just about selling bread or making bread. We were interacting with many other industries as well. Suppliers, customers, partners, and all of that. And of course, I've learned a lot as well, and I'm still learning even now from all my employers where I've worked in the past and even where I'm working right now. So the best way to learn, the best way to build your personal capacity is through learning where you find yourself today. Do not wait for you to be next to that business guru that you've always heard about from America or from, I don't know, Europe or wherever. You can learn, you can build your own capacity from where you are, and that can start today. So thank you very much for your attention today. In the next video, we will develop and we'll talk more about the second action and so forth. So I just want you to take some time to watch this video and to reflect, to think carefully and see how you can start applying what we've just discussed today. So thank you so much for your attention. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and leave a comment. If you have a question, we'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you very much, and see you next time.